Ooh, Rudy Giuliani may have to pay $43 million plus. This is great. He defamed some election workers, lost his lawsuit. Now the trial begins to decide how much he owes.
In Washington, the jury has been seated in a defamation trial for former Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani, which was brought by two Atlanta election workers. A judge has already ruled Giuliani defamed the election workers. In a court filing earlier this year, Giuliani admitted to making false statements. They're asking for as much as $43 million in compensation. It's not the only legal problem Giuliani is facing right now. Here to break it all down, NBC News justice correspondent Ken Delaney. And Ken, first off, can you just walk us through what this case specifically focuses on?
Yeah, Zinkley, this is going to be a remarkable moment. The former white hat prosecutor and mayor of New York who took down the mob and then led the city after 9/11, being hauled into a D.C. courtroom to account for the lies that he spread as part of Donald Trump's effort to claim that there was fraud in the election, and in particular about these two election workers in Atlanta.
It is wild how so many right-wingers still want to cling to the election lies, even though all of their top brass that was supporting it has got out of trouble over it.
Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, and Mr. Giuliani made very specific false allegations against them that caused them a lot of turmoil and backlash and threats in their lives. And they're going to testify at this trial. And so will Mr. Giuliani, we're told. He's going to try to put in perspective these comments, which he has acknowledged were false. And really, there's no good news here for Rudy Giuliani, only shades of bad news. The question is, how much money is he going to have to pay? And that $43 million figure, that's only compensatory damages. There could be punitive damages in this case as well. And this is, of course, this is one of many.
Man, imagine if you had to pay out like $100 million to these people for his lies. That would be awesome.
Legal problems that Rudy Giuliani is facing right now.
Yeah, Ken, let's dig into those. What other legal troubles, challenges is he facing right now?
Well, of course, he's been indicted in the Georgia case, so he's got a criminal problem there as part of that sprawling racketeering case into election suppression in the state of Georgia. He's also being sued by Dominion Voting Systems for defamation. That's the firm that won that huge judgment against Fox News.
I forgot he was being sued by Dominion. How is this dude going to have any money to pay anybody with the amount of give out? $43 million for these two election workers, along with Dominion? Like, this dude is going to be broke for the rest of his life.
And he's being sued by his former assistant who claims that he sexually assaulted her. And those are just the top headlines. There are other lawsuits. And the other thing is he's...
Wow, sexually assaulted his assistant. He definitely should be in prison for that.
In deep financial trouble. One of his former lawyers is suing him for unpaid legal bills. He's got his apartment in New York up for sale for $6 million. It's an incredible...
Wow, has to sell his apartment in order to try to cover his fees. And he couldn't even pay his lawyer? Oh, that's hilarious.
Downfall, really, for somebody who was at one point considered a heroic mayor.